All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have something from Camplux. Camplux has been a good friend of the channel for quite a while. Have sent us a handful of things to try. This one I was kind of interested in more than anything because it's another heater, and we're coming up on winter right now. So, diesel heater's great, but it's not, not necessarily something you can use, outside, have it on a table or something like that. But this guy is. So we want to give this one a check, see what it's all about. In the box, we've got our instructions. Unit comes well packed. Styrofoam like that. I just dropped everywhere. Get that guy out of the way. All right, so what we have is a nice padded case, kind of just like the exact same one that I have for my good Coleman lanterns. So that seems to work pretty well. Haven't had any breakage with that particular lantern. Very similar case. So basically it's as simple as it gets. It's this unit here, and then 3 legs. The 3 legs have 3 slots right on the bottom here. Fit the legs in the hole. Not like that, obviously. Just like that. Make sure they seat. Just like that. And there's the third one. We have our propane place right there, so we can screw on our bottle of propane. We'll flip it over first. Otherwise, those things like to get a little crazy on you. Then we'll take our propane bottle. We'll get it started. Just like that. Has a nice little carry handle, or you could hang it if you wanted to. This is our lighting function right there. You just turn it to the left. Let's try. There it goes. You can see the flame right down in there. We'll let this guy come up to temp before we turn it all the way up, and we'll get this thing burn in. All right. You got a setting of 1, 2, and then that's off. So right now 1 is about 4,500 BTUs, 2 is about 8,500 BTUs. You can already feel it putting off heat. We'll go ahead and crank it up and get this thing to burn in. What's really slick about this is actually a cooking surface up here. And in the morning, we're gonna make our coffee on top of this guy. But we'll let it just sit here and burn in, and let it run for 15 minutes or so, and we'll bring you back. We'll talk about it a little bit more. So this is the NanoAir 2. So it says that at minimum setting number 1, it's supposed to use about 130 grams per hour of fuel. On its highest setting, it's supposed to use about 216 grams. It does have the piezo ignition, which we've already done. So it says it will give you 4 hours of warmth at setting number 1 on a tank, and then it will give you 2 hours when it's set to high like that. It's actually putting out quite a bit of heat at the moment. I can feel it standing over here. Starting to get red. You can't see it from your angle, but I can see it from back here. It says anyway, you could cook a meal on top of that. It's supposed to get hot enough to be able to cook a meal. So this could be a very nice alternative to, say, a Mr. Buddy heater or something like that. And it's dual purpose. It's always nice when you can get 2 functions out of 1 unit, so where the Buddy heaters are just a heater, this one's a heater, and we're supposed to be able to cook on it. And I think we're going to test that out tonight. I said I was going to do it with coffee in the morning, but I do have to get out of here fairly early, so I may just boil some water up here tonight. Yeah, this puts off just enough heat where if you had it you know, sitting between you on a table, you know, and a couple of chairs. That would put off enough, you know, to kind of keep your one side warm, or just kind of give you something to snuggle up to when you got cold. Just get your hands warm. So because it sounds yummy and I haven't had one for a while, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a hot chocolate. So we'll fill our cup up to the amount of water that we need. Pour it into the kettle, just like that. We'll put our lid on it. Then we'll put our kettle on top, like that. Fits perfectly. Start a timer. Start a stopwatch. There we go. So we're rolling. See how long it takes for this to come up to boil. So we will take our Oh Boy hot chocolate, pour it in our cup right there. We will wait for our water to come to a boil. Say a watch pot never boils, but check it. All right, we're starting to get our steam. Getting really close. Yep. Just about to roll. And a rolling boil is actually too hot anyway. All right, so we are at 12 minutes on the timer, 13 minutes. We got a lot of steam coming out now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Fill up our hot chocolate mug. Yeah, as that lid pops off and hits me in the hand. Right. Just like that, we got something hot to drink. All right, so I didn't break no speed records, but you know, if you're just sitting here trying to keep warm and you can double purpose it, why not, you know? Next thing you know, you got something for a hot drink. Yeah, it's hot. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't had hot chocolate in a minute. I feel like this requires 2 packets. I've done this before. This Oh Boy hot chocolate is straight from Switzerland, but it's not super chocolatey, kind of like we're used to, you know, with Swiss Miss and alike. It's a very, very, very subtle chocolate flavor, so we'll just use 2 packs. We'll fix that. Because if I want chocolate, I want chocolate. There we go. Definitely more gooder. All right, guys, well, hope you like the Camplux heater, 2-in-1 heater. Like I said, it's a good replacement for some other types of heaters. You could put this in a tent on a table or something where it wouldn't get knocked over. Obviously, this thing would be ripping hot, and even if there's an automatic shutoff, which I don't know that there is, that thing right there would just melt whatever it touches. So you'd have to be super, super careful with that. But I see this as more of an outdoor application on a table, a little coffee table, you know, between some chairs, or like on my tailgate. This is going to be nice. I guarantee I'll be using it when it gets ripping cold to get my hands warm. But you know, when they start to get pretty cold, so, and I don't want to use big old gloves. So anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in on this one, and hope you enjoyed the video, and we will catch you on the next one.